More than 26% of Americans are now obese. That's obese, not just overweight. There are many more that are just overweight. It's an epidemic leading to heart disease and diabetes. You know, Americans in their 20s are now being treated for type 2 diabetes, something that was once unheard of. Now, there's a local doctor, a naturopath. He is here to help us, helping people lose weight while fighting these other health problems. He uses all kinds of therapy. Now, the name of his clinic is Integrative Weight Loss and Detox Center. But as we were just talking, it should be changed and probably will be to Integrative Health and Weight Loss.
That's right.
Don't you think?
Yes, that's right.
Tom Demaro. Tom, we hear an expression all the time with weight loss, and it's a big problem, that people are resistant to losing weight. What does it mean when you are resistant to losing weight? Because so many people, they try. They practically starve themselves.
You're right, Tom. Weight loss resistance is actually what I've been speaking about for years.
What is it?
Weight loss resistance is a combination of things. One, it's called insulin resistance, where insulin is no longer reducing our glucose, okay? We're not diabetic, but we're having high glucose. We're in a pre-diabetic state.
We ignore insulin.
We do.
Why? Why does our body suddenly decide to ignore insulin?
Well, it starts with insulin because as we get weight loss resistant, insulin is supposed to bring down glucose.
Right.
It just doesn't happen. Our cells get used to having high insulin.
It's like being in a noisy room, I was told one time by a doctor.
Right.
You get used to that noise, and then all of a sudden that's norm.
It's just normal, and we just go about. And so we have an imbalance of sugar right now.
Okay, that's one thing. That slows your body down. Right?
That's one.
What else?
The next is called leptin resistance, which
right.
is new. Leptin is a hormone that is secreted by our fat cells.
Okay. And what does leptin do?
Leptin should go to our brain and just say, hey, you're done. You're done. You stop eating. We have enough calories. Stop. When we have leptin resistance, what happens is it actually attaches to a C-reactive protein, which just neutralizes the leptin, if you will. It allows it not to get to the blood-brain barrier. Right. And we don't get the message, so we keep eating and eating. Right. And we always feel hungry. We're never feeling satisfied.
The way it should be is it should be automatic. Weight should be automatic,
right?
When we're stressed, we're gonna gain a little weight for the crisis, and when everything's cool, we're gonna lose weight. But our bodies get weird signaling now.
Well, that brings us into the third part. All right, toxins. Toxins are coming into our body. We are toxic. I mean, just the air, the water, our cooking utensils, the food we eat, everything is getting into us. We're getting, an imbalance of hormones from it. Okay.
All right, now we're talking to Dr. Tom Demaro. He's from Integrated Weight Loss and Detox. It's very important that you hear what he's saying because all of the credible experts are saying this. They really are. There are no miracle diets. Your body, no matter what diet you're on, your body has to react properly to the hormones, insulin and leptin, and then you have to detoxify. What toxins make us fat?
Well, it's hard to say which toxins make you fat. It's a combination of it, okay? We're not going to say just one pesticide is doing it. It's a combination that builds up into the body. When it goes through our liver, and our liver tries to get rid of it all, if we can't get rid of the toxin, it encapsulates it in fat, and it sends it out to store into our body. So when I see an overweight person, people will say, well, they're fat. Well, I look at them and say, well, they're toxic. Even if they lose weight, they're still toxic. They didn't get to
right. Because their body is telling them to protect themselves.
Exactly.
And fat becomes a protector.
It does. Yes, exactly.
So what do we do to balance hormones? What do we do to detoxify? Well, you go on the shelves and you see detoxifications all over the place.
Right. There's a lot of
what do you do?
And a lot of more herbal work, but we use an infrared sauna.
An infrared sauna.
Infrared sauna. Infrared light. To explain infrared light, it's all the good energy from the sun with none of the bad rays. Okay, it gets into the cell. It increases ATP, the energy of the cell. It reduces inflammation.
Afterwards, here's the sauna.
Yeah, sure. You can take a shower afterwards.
When you say release toxins, and there's Jen, our producer. Oh, Jen, looking good. Okay. Now, you're sitting there detoxifying, Jen. What did you feel? Pretty hot. When you're in there detoxifying, seriously, what's going on in your body?
Oh, okay. What's happening is she's absorbing the rays. It's not like a steam sauna, where a steam sauna has to get up to about 180 degrees, and you're sweating. As a matter of fact, in infrared sauna, you'll excrete about 20% toxins and about 80% water. In a steam sauna, you excrete about 3% toxins, 97% water. Okay. The infrared is actually healing the body. It's making ATP, speeding up the whole cellular process.
Vitamin D, which we don't get enough of because we're afraid of skin cancer.
Right.
But in this good sauna, you can get vitamin D.
Well, again, you're getting all the good energies of the sun, of sunlight.
And this is your clinic, of course, we're showing, and the infrared sauna. How many treatments do they need of the sauna to be detoxified, or is it an ongoing thing?
Detoxification is an ongoing thing. We have plans.
Kind of kickstarts.
It kickstarts. So we have plans. We're also looking at the cortisol levels along with detoxification.
And cortisol, another hormone.
Adrenal fatigue.
Fatigue.
Just about everybody's walking around stress.
I know.
Walking around stress. You have. Now, when we have cortisol, insulin resistant, leptin resistant, we have fat around our waist. We can't get rid of it. Cortisol is interesting, or let's say adrenal fatigue. People with fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, are suffering from an adrenal problem.
Yeah, well,
we give them antidepressants, and they're just out of whack.
Exactly.
They need to come in. They need to detoxify. They need to balance the cortisol levels.
Are vitamins any good?
Vitamins are good. Supplements are good if you get the right supplements. If you buy stuff that are over the counter, sometimes they're not strong enough. They're not purified, so they're not going to work.
Right. Doc, what do you do to take a picture of somebody to know what they need? I mean, do you guess at it? What do you do? Of course you don't.
No, we don't. We come in, we can look at blood tests, we can run blood tests, we can run saliva testing for balancing of hormones.
Do you check hair?
We can. I like urine a lot of times.
So urine and saliva and blood. You're looking at the chemical makeup of someone.
Right.
And can you tell what they're resistant of?
Definitely, without a doubt. Sure.
You know,
it's usually a combination of all four.
I hope you guys realize this is an integrative or a holistic approach, meaning that you cannot just self-treat yourself. And it's not willpower. I'm so sick and tired of people saying willpower. You know, it's not like skinny people don't eat. They do eat. It's just that their bodies know how to utilize the calories. So this is Integrative Weight Loss and Detox Center, 303-586-5999. When you need that extra help, Dr. Demaro, and they do blood testing. It's a serious clinic, 303-586-5999. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom.
I appreciate it because I'm trying to get accurate information out about weight loss. I'm so tired of fads. I'm tired of them.
I know. It's so fed up.
And you know, you said the magic words. Leptin is the thing.
And we do it all herbally. We don't give medication, Tom.
All right.
Okay, so I want to get on your radio show.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Man, it's great to have you. Paula.
All right, thanks, Tom. Well, in the heat of summer or bitter cold of winter, have you ever touched your window and had to pull back because it was so hot or so cold? Well, that is not actually